Cam got hit.
Pacific Rim, everybody. Uprising.
Oh, God. This movie, I swear to God, if you ever seen one
speck of anime,
one speck of fucking anime, you've seen it. My cliche meter broke. Just straight up.
Bear in mind, this is all in a good way.
Oh, God. This movie, okay, I know a lot of people are going to say one or two things. This movie is horrible. But, okay, all right, I'm going to say this. It's not clever.
I don't think it's trying to be clever.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's trying to be clever. All right. Better yet, Chris is going to be soft on this. I'm going to be just a little bit critical. And the critical I'm giving, I don't want it to make it seem that I didn't like the movie. Because let me tell you, I enjoyed this movie. I actually really enjoyed this movie.
Now, the whole premise of this movie revolves around, like, as you saw in the trailer, is the Kaiju coming back. You might be wondering to yourself, and I'm not going to spoil it, how. But the circumstances of the Kaiju coming back is interesting. It's interesting.
No.
What I say about it is interesting. It's interesting in the world that they established from the first movie. In that way, it's not like interesting. Like, oh my God, it's the theater of the mind. No, it's interesting in the most anime way ever.
It goes down the avenue of anime quicker than I realized. It goes down that way quicker than I realized, and I really felt bad because I totally forgot that Walter Koenig had a fucking cane.
I was like, D was like, oh, he has a cane now. I'm like, D, he had a cane in the first movie.
He did?
Yeah.
Because all I remember was the scene during the end where he was just standing. I didn't see the fucking
cane.
Couple
things. I wish Ron Perlman came back for this.
I thought there was going to be a picture or something of Ron Perlman around there.
Because he cut himself out the Kaiju from the first movie, and it's like, all right, cool. Maybe he'd be back as like, still parlaying all fucking monster brains on the black market, and no, he's not back. So John Boyega, he plays Pentecost's son from the first movie.
That last name, Pentecost.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The way they have him in the movie established and stuff, I guess you could say, at least for me, you kind of sort of like buy into, okay, they were a family and shit went down and stuff. I'm glad they didn't do no flashbacks to son.
Dude,
we get a flashback to Idris Elba.
They might have. I wish they did. Because it's funny with me when it comes to going anime, because there are moments where this thing goes full anime, but I'm like, yo, fuck it.
There's a heel turn that happens in this movie. I'm not gonna say from who, and it's full blown. Think Shinji's dad from Ava, and you got it.
Also, when you see,
and I love it.
You kind of gave it away, actually.
I didn't give it away.
I think you got it in.
No. I didn't give away who it is.
Oh, put it this way. He says you don't see it coming. Oh, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. It's all right. I will give it this. It was more like, oh, so it's you. Cool. I knew this circumstance was going to go down. Okay.
It was the how.
Put it this way. It's on the level of who was the villain. It's on the level of a good episode of Scooby-Doo.
Actually, I'll take it a step further. It's like when you saw the Captain America Winter Soldier trailer and you saw Robert Redford was like, oh, you're the bad guy, aren't you?
Nah, it ain't like that. I don't think it's like that. I think in this one, people are going to be legit like who it is. Now, when you find out...
There is a red herring a little bit.
When you find out, though, you're going to be like me. Of course. I leaned over to Chris like, look, nigga, yeah.
So, now, the whole premise is, okay, so the Kaiju coming back, but as the movie establishes, it's been 10 years since the last movie, and there has been no Kaijus and stuff. As prototypical to real-world situations and stuff, hey, we no longer need this program, we'll use drones. And as somebody has been in former military, yeah, they really kind of angle that whole thing of, oh yeah, drones is the future.
Dolls. Get the mobile dolls. And
yes, there is a moment where it's like mobile dolls, like, oh,
and they had a fleet in these motherfuckers, and I told that to Chris, like, man,
it's like Gun the Wing all over again.
Gun the Wing all over again. I know how this is going to end. And without giving any too much...
and homegirl that leads actually the company, she was, I forgot her name, but she was in The Great Wall with Matt Damon. She was one of the lead characters in The Great Wall and stuff. Yeah. Which, I gotta be honest with you, I like that movie and stuff.
I finally seen it. I didn't care for it. That's the best way. And that's not me being mean. I just didn't care.
It's
for
kind
it.
of what I've seen from other movies like that from over in Japan. Is it China?
China, man.
Over in China.
Don't put it
sorry,
on
I'm sorry.
Don't put it on Japanese.
It's kind of like the type of movies that I've seen over in China before, the fantasy kind of movie. So I was fine with what it was doing and stuff for the most part. So, but yeah, she's in this movie and she plays like the rival company and stuff, and they're doing the drones and stuff. And Charlie Day is basically working for her and stuff. And there's a whole shtick of him not knowing Mandarin, and yeah, it's kind of funny.
The other thing in this movie, of course, there's a young pilot, young girl. She's a
spunky young girl.
The spunky orphan. Her and Boyega connect really early in the movie.
Same kind of like circumstances as Maku basically.
Who?
Of Maku, the chick that from the first one. The circumstances.
Yeah.
The circumstances surrounding her being an orphan and stuff.
It's
kind of almost the same.
I was like, yo, when you see how her parents died, I leaned over to Chris. Oh my God, they were killed by. I was like this. Oh my God, they were killed by a cliche.
I'm like,
this whole
dad was
movie.
horrible. Jump over here. Jump over here. You're gonna get killed.
I get you. I'm like, oh man, they were killed by a cliche. It's funny because, like I said, this whole movie's so predictable. And I told this to Chris. By the time, I think it was a little bit before the 10-minute. It was a little bit after the 10-minute mark. I want to give it 10 minutes in.
Yeah.
It ain't that bad. But I say by the end of the first act, I was like, cool. Plug is out of my head. Let's go. Because it's so predictable to the point where it's like, let it go. Just let it go.
If you watch
and
anime,
it's
predictable. If you put it this way, it's like this. If you watch a lot of Japanese anime, and especially
actually,
with
like don't put it on anime.
No. I'm not saying on anime and stuff like that, but I'm saying if you watch anime, you'll catch the cliches coming a mile away and stuff.
Oh yeah.
If you watch just any action movie, there are a lot of cliches too and stuff. They do avoid some cliches and make fun of it and stuff, particularly with Pentecost's son. Actually, kind of like I don't have a speech.
Yeah, that
like,
one's
all right, cool.
But here's the thing, like I said, again, Chris is going to be a little bit softer than I am. It's really predictable.
Off the rip, I said 7 out of 10. Like I can't give it higher than that. I really can't.
Look, here's the thing, I don't want to give it 7, and that's my only problem. It wasn't and again, like I said, it wasn't terrible. God, no, it wasn't terrible. I think the fight. That's what is bothering me. Amazingly enough, it's not the fight. It's not the
fights.
I didn't like the fights.
The fights were more fluid.
The fights, while better looking.
Plus, it's during the daytime. Nighttime.
Oh God, man.
That was the thing.
That was the big problem about the first one, man.
Yeah, that was the thing about
especially the underwater fight too. Even though the underwater fight was kind of cool, but still, there was this one. You could see the fights a lot more. Everything was there. I felt that the fights were just standard robot, mech battles to me.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing special. But here's the thing: I don't know how special you could have made it. You know what I mean?
They managed to take Guillermo del Toro's vision from the first one and apply it well. They didn't
drastically shit on it.
They didn't drastically fuck it up, because most directors would be like, "No, I don't put my own spin on this shit."
You know what? I have to give it a 6 only for one reason, because it feels like this is a sequel.
Yeah, it does.
That's what I mean. I mean, like, all the things. Well, you know what? People use the word sequel in a bad tone, like, oh, it's a sequel. Ooh.
See, I give it a 7.
To me, it's more. It fit. I don't mean it in a bad way.
Yeah.
I mean, like, this seems like a sequel. As much as I didn't actually like the first one, and I like this one a lot more, it feels like it's a step down, though. And I think because the tone is a little bit different, even though the tone makes it a lot more palatable to me, I still feel like it's a step down from the first one. Now, that's not saying much. And that's what I really mean. It's really not saying much.
See, I was giving it a 7 because I was one of those people that's like, I liked the first one, but I felt it ended on a note that you didn't have to do a sequel. Like, did I need to know about the aliens? I could just read a fucking, like, a comic that elaborates on it and I'd be fine. But I like that they kind of expanded on it, and we know, like, there are still certain things and certain elements that's like, you could piece together in your head, but there was kind of like, all right, I like the world building. I like the fact that basically this was kind of like the natural conclusion that I was going to come to. Because again, drones. That makes fucking sense.
But it's not even so much the drones. The second, actually, that was my problem when it comes to some of the predictability, that's kind of ruined it for me. When you bring out the drones, it's like, oh God, I know where this is coming. It's the drones. We want to replace the soldiers. You can't replace the soldiers.
But it didn't beat you over the head as much as some other movies
It didn't.
would.
Look, it didn't have to. That's the thing. Like, don't give it credit because it didn't go full tilt on it. You did it anyway. That's like, oh nigga, I took a shit on the floor, but only in this corner. Nigga, you still took a shit on the floor. So, like, my thing is, even with that, it's like, oh Lord, here we go, and it kind of kills some of the tension. Of course, even in that type of thing, they give you a twist or a turn, which is fine. It's perfectly fine when they do that too. It didn't go full tip predictable, but it was predictable. And I feel that some people might misinterpret what I say when I say predictable. It didn't go full tilt on it, but still, story-wise, meh. Acting-wise, there wasn't no gems in this motherfucking movie.
I like Scott Eastwood in this one compared to the Fat. Was it Fate of the Furious?
Yeah, I think was it Fate of the Furious?
Yeah, Fate of the Furious.
Yeah, like was the acting good? Yeah, the acting was fine.
Everybody's competent.
Like was the fighting good? Like I said, I don't want to say
during the day. Considering it's during the day, you can see a lot. You can see
it looks better
because the first movie is like, as much as I like the fighting in the first movie, and I think maybe because I was just like robots, you kind of like watching it again. It's like, well, it's a lot of nighttime fights. I like to see it actually in full blown daytime.
I think the ending of it, of how all finished, was kind of like, really? That I can say. When you really think about it, it's like, so that did it.
At most, it ain't gonna piss you off. It's
I
just
mean, yeah.
After rebase struggles, I was like, oh.
I mean, yeah, but real talk, I'm just saying, you know, if somebody picked up the red telephone, it would have done the same fucking effect in my book, but we're not going there. But still, you know what I mean. If we did that would have been much quicker. But hey, fuck, you gotta keep some type of drama in there. Even down to the relationship of Boyega and the little orphan girl, they didn't go full tilt predictable, but it ended up in a predictable place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, particularly in the beginning,
which is fine.
Yeah.
I mean, in this case, it's fine. It didn't, like, once again, it didn't beat you over the head with certain things, but it was fine. It wasn't like it was like, oh, boo. I was right on 2 deaths. I'm glad I was right on 2 deaths though.
I was expecting more for some reason.
You too?
I kind of was.
You too? I was too.
City fight, I was like, well, that's the only. Okay,
man. I was right on 2 deaths. So I was like 2 for 4 in this one. I was actually 2 for 4 in this one.
Well, the trailer showed 2 of them preemptively.
They kind of did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Now, the only thing I don't like about the trailer is when you look and think about it, they kind of gave away some of the money shots.
Oh, I don't know. There was a scene where Scott Eastwood was shooting a gun at somebody. Didn't see that shit.
Oh, yeah. When did that happen?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks it happens during that one scene where we saw.
There feels like, I will say this, there feels like there's 3 parts that were probably cut out this movie that went all the way anime.
I will say the ending.
I will say that.
I'll say the ending. Think Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Revengeance, Nanomachine, son.
No, what the fuck? So you gave it away.
I didn't give it away.
No, you gave it away in a way, man.
All I'm saying is this. It's just one of those, like, we as the audience is like, oh, what the hell?
You know what? There's only one and I was, actually, you know what? I can say that. When it happens, I lean over to Chris. Okay, so let me get it straight. He just happened to know this, we just happen to know that could be done, and we also got no backstory on it, and we're just supposed to accept that can happen to that thing. Yes, we can. All right, I don't see nothing wrong either. I don't see nothing wrong. Good work, movie. Fuck me as a writer, right? Yeah. Woohoo!
Science.
Direction.
I mean, but that's the thing. I think that was the nature, because even in Gale, even the first one, there were still some science parts of it that was like, that's how it works.
But it wasn't even but I mean, like.
But maybe it wasn't on that level.
No. It's fine. We're in the movie. Whatever little science bullshit you throw at it, we'll believe it. It's just that when you don't explain certain things, and I'm not saying that need to be all the way explained, but you could at least at one point say, "Hey, blah 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 blah." Yeah, fine, whatever. Anyway, next scene. Yeah. We at least know that's a thing in this universe. This comes right the fuck out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at Chris like, so we never got introduced to this thing, right? Okay, cool. Because I thought I fell asleep for 2.5 seconds. I didn't get up to pee or nothing. So I just wanted to make sure. Did I blink long or something? What the hell happened? Whatever. But yeah, like I said, I still can't give it a 7. I want to.
Like, I can't go lower than that. Because it's like...
Oh, yeah, I'm not telling you to go lower. Because I feel you. I feel you on that. Like...
Because if I came in with an 8 and I was like, I'm sticking with an 8, then I'd be like, okay, you crazy, Chris. You're crazy. Nah, it's a 7. It's a solid 7. It put it this way. The only reason why I was expecting the worst is because Mo kind of like, I don't know, man, it looks shitty. And I was like,
it didn't look shitty. Look, man, that's what I tell you, man. Shout out to our boy Mo and on Earth 2, on the Earth 2 podcast and all that. Look, real talk. I tell that to Chris. Don't try to get hung up on somebody else's vision. Don't get too hung up on somebody else's critique.
Oh, I didn't. I stand by my.
But you do sometimes. You do sometimes. Fuck, I do sometimes too. And I think that's what kind of ruined my whole vibe for going in motherfucking Logan. I still ain't got over that shit.
I'm 3 out of 5.
I still have not gotten over that shit.
If you really think about it, I know we're going on tangent, folks, but hear us out on this. We midway changed up because I remember we were doing a review and I was like, you know what? I give this a 3 out of 5 because honestly, it's a good movie, just not a good X-Men movie. That's the split I can give that.
That's what we came on. And ever since then, you and I had trouble when it comes to rating certain movies because, of course, it's just 2 of us. Yeah. And usually we'll have, not usually because so far, when it happens, it will happen when we have DJ Sue with us. Yeah. We'll have 3 people. We can actually fucking split this down the middle and have an actual setup.
Best believe Infinity War week. Oh, we're doing 2 reviews that week with him.
Oh my God, yes we are. I forgot about it because we're going to be seeing it.
He'll be in town, so I'm definitely bringing his black ass in for that shit.
I'm like, yeah, I just thought about that.
I'll ask him and be like, hey, can we get a 3rd person?
Dude, it's not even so much that. It's like, because like we usually have 3. If we had 3 voices on this shit, it would make a whole hell of a lot of difference. But whatever. So, of course, me and Chris are going to see things differently. We try to, and what you and I try to do is come together as...
like I said, I don't think this is a drastic split. It's just one of those,
But we tried our best to come together in this. And so, and I hate to be a bastard because Chris did to me. Well, Chris always go for the higher grade to me because he wants to...
I know, now, you were very 6 out of 10 on that shit together.
We were even on that. We were even on that. We were even on Death Wish.
Oh, hell Triple X we were. I think Transformers was the only one who was like,
oh man, I
give it 2.5.
No, you said I give it a 3. I looked at you dead now. No, nigga, lower. Well, all right, 2.5. Fuck you, no, lower than that. So usually we have to do it. Now I hate to be the bastard, but you might see the score 6 out of 10 on the website. You might see the score 7 out of 10 on the website. I don't know. It matters which one. You might go to Instagram and see it. You might go to Twitter and see it.
I don't know. It's so split.
This is a split one. And it's not even a bad split, too. And I really mean it's not a bad split. So I suggest everybody...
Put it this way, I'll do this. CJ gives it a 7 out of 10.
I give it a 6 out of 10.
So,
gives it a 6 out of 10.
Hey, Cisco and Eva can do splits. We can do splits.
We can do splits too. I mean, god damn it.
Nobody ever put a gun to Cisco. You better fucking agree with fucking...
It feels bad. It feels so disjointed because all our shit is like 3 Black Geeks rating. No. So now we got to split this shit. Great. I want to listen to Chris. He's the optimistic one. No, I want to listen to D. He's grounded in some type of reality.
See, that will only happen if he was like, man, this shit's a 4 out of 10.
No, actually, that's how we treat it. Oh man, Chris is the optimistic one. Oh, D is grounded in some type of reality. I'm like, bullshit, nigga. Did you not hear the 9 out of 10 that come out of my mouth when it came about fucking Justice League? How am I grounded in any type of reality?
Folks, you heard the scores, right? So here's the true test. Ready Player One next week. That's the true test.
It's a true test.
I'm a video game person. Here's the test. Here's the test, folks. I didn't mark out at that Gundam scene in Ready Player One. That should tell you where my mind is at.
That should tell you something.
Any other time I see a Gundam, like, oh my god, yes! There was a Gundam in Pacific Rim, by the way, and I marked out a little bit.
That was cool. That was actually cool. I'm kind of mad they didn't do nothing with it.
It's like Unicorn Gundam, yay!
Now, the only thing I would say, even with next week, that's a true test. So you know what's a real test with that? Because here's the thing. I'm going to try to be fair, but D personally, I don't like white saviors.
Are you going to make it next week? Because I thought it was just going to be me solo because, you know, your wife.
Oh, fuck. I probably can't go see it.
Yeah.
I just realized that shit. Oh, man. Wifey out of town,
You'll be there
man.
in spirit. Your force spirit will be there.
I don't know. Again, like I said, I kind of don't fucking want to see it
Actually,
anyway.
you know what? I want you on that podcast just so you can say, all right, Chris, what? Give me the lowdown. Did this happen? Yes. Did this happen? Yes. Did
No.
this happen?
I'm
Yes.
not. No, nigga. I'm not even that pressed. Because, you know what?
Kind of the third good. The Martian one, a couple people were like, okay, that was actually a funny podcast for you guys. So I was like, yeah.
But the only difference is, see, here's the thing. Ready Player One, I really kind of don't want to see it. Just because, like I said, I'm legit on that. I hate seeing white savior movies. And when I mean white savior movies, think of fucking Avatar. I see a lot of fucking Avatar in this. I see a whole lot of goddamn Avatar in this movie.
I don't want to bring race into it. I don't want to.
I hate white saviors, and I have no problem.
That's the thing. I don't think the director went in with like, fuck it, white guy saves the world.
I didn't mean it like that. No, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, like, when it comes down to it, like, so let me get it straight. So you mean Tristan over here was the only motherfucker that think of this shit?
I wanted to be like Pacific Rim. I wanted to be a rainbow
coalition of that shit. You know what I mean? And even in the sense of, and it's not even like, fuck it, Black Panther did this, nigga. We did say I'm playing. Nah, I'm always for a person where I want to see women do it. I want to see black people do it. Spanish people do it. I want to see one of us difference doing it. It's kind of funny looking at Boyega and seeing his growth. I legit, even though I was
kind of fun with this movie, you can tell.
You can tell because he started dancing in the first scene. I was like, you know, that's in Boyega's contract now. I have to dance in every movie. But I always had, like, ever since I saw Boyega in the trailer of Star Wars, even though I got this.
I see him in Attack
the
Block.
Look, it's like this. Even though I'm just saying this as an example of how I feel when it comes to that shit. Even though, I was upset when I found out the nigga wasn't a Jedi, but for some reason, seeing him in that position turned something in me that I never know I needed to turn, because I'm the type of person, and that's the reason why I felt so kind of meh going into Black Panther, is because I was never a person that needed to see somebody in that position of my color. I'm just being real. It ain't that I don't want to see us in there. But nigga, we got Barack Obama, we got this, we got that, we got other examples. Ever since I was a kid, I could look around the hood and say, that's the person you want to be like. That's the person you want to be like. We're not number one here, but you got an example right there. You got an example right there. So I never necessarily needed to see myself in that position, but I know how that feels to be in. No, that's what I'm saying. I know how it feels if you're a person that needs to see somebody in that position and need to feel that way. And that kind of struck me when I saw Finn on Star Wars. I actually legit started crying because I was like, I never felt that way before. And then when Black Panther come out, I see how black people just reacted. I was like, nigga, calm down. Then I had to think to myself, they probably needed that more than you, way more than you. And that's why I respect it, and that's why I love it, man. Because as much as black people ain't going to celebrate over Cyborg, because I know y'all niggas, but
they might come out for this.
Like I said, but that being said, because I know y'all niggas, there's probably some little kid that see the Cyborg movie and fucking freak the fuck out. Who's a black kid that's a nerd that want to feel like that.
Ray Fisher has that charisma.
Oh yeah, he has it. He has it too, bro. So whatever. My point is, I always want to see somebody different in that position. Yeah, but I have no problem with a white protagonist. I never do.
But the one thing I like about Boyega is Hollywood, like I said, Hollywood has this thing of there can only be one nigga. And I like that Boyega is carving his own lane where he isn't trying to catch up with Chad. He's like, no, Chad wasn't doing this thing. I'm having fun over here. I'm doing my shit. Yeah. And I'm doing that and stuff. Because he could have easily went into this and been like young Idris Elba-esque. You know, and stuff, and been all dead serious and stuff. And it's like,
we're getting a different generation of
even Michael B. Jordan. We're getting all this different black guys out here. And
we're getting this weird mix that we didn't get in the last generation of black actors. Maybe because we were so focused on just doing black movies. Now that we're more in the mainstream and all that, it feels a little bit different.
Let me tell you something. Right now, some of the guys from our generation, like Omar Epps and them, I actually want to see that Omar Epps movie.
That nigga's not from our generation. That nigga's a full 10 years older than us.
But from that era, from when we grew up, like with him and like,
him
and Morris Chestnut and all of them and stuff, where they had to like play that typical black person.
Our generation, nigga, you better look at Michael B. Jordan,
yeah, I know,
Boyega, Chadwick.
The black actors that we grew up with.
I'm fine with that. Yes,
they had to play a certain type of black person. It didn't feel like they could have fun.
And you had to, and of course, you had to fit in some type of stereotype. As much as I make fun of motherfucking Bill Bellamy, he fit that stereotype of player.
Yeah. So it's like, look, real talk, I'm gonna see if we can get tickets for that movie where he's fighting the fucking white supremacists.
That's coming
Paula
straight.
Patton.
But I think that's coming straight out of straight to DVD or some shit like that, man.
No, it's coming to movies.
Really?
Yep. Next month.
Really?
Yep.
Oh god, I'm sorry, I couldn't see that motherfucker.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But yeah, it's coming out, and I'm curious because, like I said, Omar Epps is one of those dudes that, like, I seen him in House. He's a good actor and stuff.
That movie's gonna be terrible, dog.
No, but terrible in the way that it's
look, we said the same thing about Hurricane Heist because there's a reason why we ain't made that motherfucking podcast yet.
B&D were primed and ready to like, oh man, this is gonna be ridiculous, and then you see the movie, and it's like,
this movie terrible. You know what? I might make that tonight, dog.
All right,
I might make it tonight by myself and get through it just so they can represent both of us because holy shit.
I think you will definitely echo my sentiment. So
I think I would. But look, the point is, I see what you mean, man. I think just the fact that we're getting there's more of us on screen now. There's more time like that, and I even think even Idris Elba in the first Pacific Rim did the same thing.
Yeah,
in his own way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And plus, gotta be real. Idris, unfortunately, is filling up the Denzel roles. He's not as good as an actor as Denzel, but it's like you need a good-looking nigga here.
But he's British, dude. He's British.
He's British, yeah. But his good acting is not Denzel's good acting. With Denzel is
Denzel in every fucking movie, dude.
I gotta agree with Lucas too. Way Denzel hasn't acted in the last 10 years. Like Fences was barely Denzel acting when you really think about it, but still.
Yeah. Prime acting here. But like I said, overall, if you want to go catch this movie, catch the movie and stuff, you're not going to feel any regret.
No, you're not.
You're going to enjoy it and stuff. I think the kids will definitely enjoy it because they're going to eat it up because robots. Yeah. So yeah. I got a 7 out of 10. D got 6 out of 10. Go check it out if you must and such. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Peace out.